Hello everyone, welcome to Positive Thinking Thursdays. It's been a little while since I've made one of these videos, but I know that they do help some people who subscribe to my channel or that view my channel, so I thought that I would go ahead and make one. Part of the reason that it's been a while since I've made one is because I have not been feeling the most positive lately for various reasons. Life happens, and a lot of times it gets us down. So, what I do when that happens is I pull up my bootstraps, so to speak, and just keep on keeping on. I have gotten in the habit of telling my kids, like when someone asks, "Were you trying to do whatever?" And I was trying my best. What I say is, I was trying my best or doing my best, and my best is all I can do. Um, so, some people disagree with that. They say if you think you're doing your best, keep it pushing and striving to do even better. But I think doing the best that you know you're capable of doing is good enough, in most cases anyway, unless it's just absolutely not. Another thing that I tell myself is that I am a work in progress, and though my progress may be slow, at least I'm still progressing, right? I have set some goals for myself a while back, probably actually at the first of this year, or maybe around my birthday, which is pretty close to the first of the year. And I haven't actually been keeping up even with whether or not I'm doing them. One of them was to get more organized with doing my vlogs and make sure that I did them all on the days they were supposed to be done on. And by times that I had set, but I set the times before my daughter changed jobs and before one of my sons went to work and now has certain days off. So, which now his days off changed. But anyway, that being said, of course, I can do the vlogs when my grandson is here, but sometimes it's difficult for me to do very much research when he's here, depending on how active he is, because I have to interact with him, of course, play games with him, read books to him, sing songs with him, feed him. He, of course, can feed himself some because he is a year old now, but he can't like totally completely feed himself, and he needs to be supervised to make sure that he doesn't get choked as I start coughing and my voice goes all weird on me. We got some really super good rain here. I always like to mention some things that I am thankful for when I do these positive videos. And as I said, I'm trying to make them at various sporadic times, and I think I may have a few in my phone that I haven't actually posted yet, which you don't know when I'm doing this one. But I'm thinking I'll probably post this one sometime tonight. So this is like May the 20, it's not showing right now. I think it's the 28th. It's the last Thursday of, I said May, didn't I? I have been in May for a while now because I realized that my next Mystery Mondays vlog will be in May. So I keep saying May instead of April. But it's actually April the 28th, I believe. Which made me realize I was like looking through some text with my sister to see when she's going out of the state that she lives in on a trip, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about my daughter's anniversary, her and her husband's anniversary. I was like, oh no. But yeah. So I shot her a message telling her, oh, I forgot to or I forgot about your anniversary. But anyway, that they're, let's just say, fairly newlyweds. They are the newest wed people that I have in my family. Sounds funny to say, or that I'm aware of. Oh, that's not true. My nephew and his wife got married after. Anyway, back to the positive things, good things that have happened. So, as I was starting to say, or as I may have already said, I don't know, I lose track, Anyway, today we got some pretty good rain. I know we got at least an inch of rain. There was a bowl that was sitting outside, had at least an inch of rain in it. Might have been more than that slightly. And some of that might have evaporated because whenever I got up, the sun was out, off and on anyway. So we may have gotten more than that. And we were really needing some rain. It rained a couple of days ago, and then there was another day where it kind of misted off and on. But yeah, we were really needing it, so I'm very thankful that we got that. I used to be one of those people, I know I've said that in these a few times before, that like didn't necessarily care for rain because it seemed to interfere with my plans a lot. Even when I was gardening back when I was married, it's like, why is it raining so much? Oh yes, we don't have to water the garden. Now I can appreciate the rain more. Um, Also, my dog Damon, who has had IVDD and a slipped disc in his neck, basically a cervical disc rupture, he is still doing very good. He had a little bit of an issue yesterday, getting in and out of his crate. I put his bed back in the crate, and I told my sons, I said, the front of his crate is like 2 or 3 inches up off the ground, so maybe I need to take it back out of there because it was under my table where I do my vlogs. I used to do that where I used to do them when my laptop was working. Speaking of which, my laptop now appears to be completely dead, even though I need to check and see if it is plugged in. Now that I think about it, because the grandbaby was messing with one of the cords, like the one that goes into the laptop the other day. He may have unplugged it. But I am grateful that I have my laptop, even though it's not working right now. I'm grateful I have my cell phone and can stay in touch with family members and friends and such. Trying to think. Seems like there was some other really good news that I got, or something other than my sister being able to go on a trip out of the state she lives on. She's going to go down to Florida and see the ocean, go to an amusement park with 2 of her children and 2 of her grandchildren, and she has never seen the ocean before. Certainly one of my other sisters hasn't either, but actually that other sister has lived in Guatemala, so I guess, like on the side Guatemala's on, I want to say that they went to the ocean there, she would have seen the Pacific Ocean, and the other ones of us in our family, like I don't think my little brother has been to California yet, or Washington or Oregon or anywhere over that way. Though he may have gone to Mexico, and if he did, I'm not sure which side he went to. But anyway, it will be her first time seeing the ocean, and I know how excited I was the first time that I saw the ocean. I want to say I've seen it twice now. It might have just been the one time. It seems like twice. But anyway, so that's a good positive thing. She's finally getting to go and do that. Um, my mom found out that she has a back issue that apparently is something that you're generally born with. So she made copies of what the chiropractor, I believe it was, looked at her x-rays that another doctor had done. And he told her that that is what's going on there. And she made copies of that for all of us children so that we can know what her diagnosis was, so that if we're having trouble with our backs, which I have had trouble with my back off and on, and my little sister has, I know. My oldest sister probably does too. But, that's one of the deals. My arthritis has been acting up. It's part of why I've been kind of down in the dumps and stuff. Because I have rheumatoid arthritis, so it messes with my immune system, and it's like I want to go out and get a job, but COVID is still around, and sometimes it's way worse, and other times it's not as bad. And even if I go and get the vaccine and get boosters and all of that stuff, with my rheumatoid arthritis, will it really prevent me from getting it? You know what I mean? And so it makes it easier for me to get other illnesses that might be going around too. And just the arthritis itself makes me all achy and hurty. And speaking of which, I need to switch my phone to the other hand. My hand's like, oh, she's talking about arthritis. But anyway, so yeah, and that, it makes me discouraged because I'm like, I may never be able to work, and I'm not going to have enough subscribers and followers and viewers and stuff for me to be able to get paid for doing my YouTube stuff. But I still enjoy doing it. Speaking of which, I'm going to finish doing my information for my almost a Mystery Mondays. I do that. But my Masked Singer video, I was so super excited about the new episode of The Masked Singer coming on last night. I was like, oh, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. One time it was on Hulu at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I was like, oh, but last week it wasn't on there until a little after 3. So I was like, I'm not going to stay up. I'm just going to go ahead and go to sleep. And then when I woke up today, I got up and I walked the dogs, fed the dogs, took some trash down to our dumpster, and got me some food. Seems like I did, well, I'm, I don't remember the order that I did stuff in, but anyway, I did several things, and I finally turned on the TV to look for something to watch, and I went to Hulu, and the second thing it had on there, yes, second after Domino Masters, was The Masked Singer, and I was like, oh yeah, they had a new episode of The Masked Singer last night. Like I had totally forgotten that it came on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited about it last night, and now I totally forgot that it was even that there was even a new episode. But one of the characters that I figured would get revealed on there ended up getting revealed, and hopefully I post this one before I post that one, and then it'll make sense that I'm saying all this. But anyway, I'm trying again to make my videos short enough that I can do them on my phone instead of doing them live, because when I do them live, it says that it's doing them publicly, and then when I go back and click edit, it shows that they were private, and like I might have one or two people log on while I'm actually watching them, and I believe that the reason that is because it's people from YouTube that are like, oh, she's saying something that we need to edit or whatever. Because it's supposed to be only people that I send an invite to that can watch, and I didn't send no invite to anyone. But anyway, so it does them like that, and then I have to edit it and do it to make it public, and then it like sits literally for 24 to 36 hours in limbo saying that it's processing before anyone can actually see it. So if I don't get around to doing a Mystery Mondays video until midnight on Tuesday morning, or 1 or 2 a.m. Tuesday morning, it looks like I actually didn't even end up doing it until Wednesday, even though I did it live shortly into Monday, or if I did it Monday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, it would look like I didn't do it till Tuesday. So it's like, okay, whatever. That is discouraging. But so yeah, my phone, when it updated, don't know what all videos you guys watch and stuff, but I was filming my last Mystery Mondays vlog, and it cut me off at 44 minutes and 33 seconds. So apparently I can't make a 45-minute video on my phone anymore to do for my videos. So I'm trying to make them to where they're about 30 minutes, which was actually my initial goal. And if it looks like I'm going to start practicing them, which I have been doing some anyway. And if it looks like it's going to go over 30 minutes, I'm going to find a good cutoff point and do 2 episodes on the person. And from now on, I'm trying to only do 1 person per episode, which and throw updates on people in at the end, which is going to make it more difficult to do the 30 minutes doing the updates. But so back to positive thoughts. I am going to try and get a regular job out in the world so I can have some income, get a vehicle, do various things. I don't know what I'll be doing. I'll make videos of some of the things that I do once I have a job, if I have any free time, because I'll still be babysitting. I'm going to try to work full time. I'm thinking about applying for an assistant management position if it's still available. So yeah, might be working 50 hours a week and babysitting about the same. And so that's 100 hours a week. I don't know how many hours are in a week. But yeah, you can request time off to go and do stuff and have days off and all that good stuff. Of course, I could always take my grandson with me to do some of the stuff depending on what it is. But I can't think of anything else that I was wanting to say except for, life can be tough. It's not always, and a lot of times it seems like it's really unfair and going a whole lot better for perhaps everyone else, or pretty much everyone else. And that's pretty much been the experience that I've had. There have been times that stuff has been seeming like it's going super, super, super good in my life. And as one of my kids said, when that stuff starts happening, I get out the trampolines and the parachutes, because I know that stuff's about to go south, so to speak. Trying to think of a nice way to word it so I can go ahead and say it on here. But when stuff is going tough like that, all we can do is push through it and keep trying and telling ourselves, stuff's going to get better. And if it doesn't, then just try to be content with what is going on and be grateful for the things that you do have. Like I was mentioning there for a while, every time that I did my vlog back when my car was still running, I was like, I'm grateful that I have my car, a car that runs good and whatnot, and the other, which she's not running anymore. But I'm glad that I am still able to walk. That could be worse. I have my health for the most part. I'm capable of walking to places that I need to go, if the need be. And I do have a roof over my mouth. I am not working, but I have people who help me out with, well, they don't help me out. They pay the bills. I do live with my sons at the same place. They pay the rent, they pay the water and such. One of my daughters and my son, who are on the same phone plan as me, pay the phone bill, and I'm able to get food. I do get some assistance with food, and beyond that, there's other food that I'm able to have and drinks and such as that. So that's all stuff to be grateful for. Having a roof over your head, not having to be out in the heat, the wind, the cold, whatever Mother Nature may be bringing at the time. Depending on where you live, you might still be getting a whole bunch of snow and stuff. And I always try to remind myself, like when my arthritis is bothering me, well, at least I don't have multiple sclerosis, or, even if I did have muscular dystrophy, even if I did have either of those, at least I'm still alive. At least I woke up to see another day. Things could always, always, always be worse than they are. So just because other people have it better than you, or things seem like they're going better for those other people, does not mean that you can't be happy with what you have. So I'm going to leave it at that. And everyone, have a great whatever time of night or day it is in your part of the world. Stay safe and stay positive.